Hey there, and welcome to a new episode of the Shopping Guide. This week is a big week for PlayStation owners because of one of the bigger PlayStation 4 exclusives of the year. So let's start with that one, shall we? The biggest release for this week is, of course, Infamous Second Son for the PlayStation 4. This takes place 7 years after Infamous 2. The government has turned against the conduits and calls them bioterrorists. You play as Delson Rowe, a graffiti artist who just discovered his newfound powers and is going to fight the system. Infamous Second Son will be out for the PS4 on Friday. Another big game on the release schedule is Metal Gear Ground Zeroes. This prequel to The Phantom Pain might not be as lengthy as many of you had wished for, but it's the first Metal Gear on the next gen and it comes at a lower price point than other games. Big Boss needs to extract 2 familiar persons from a base in Cuba, but things get a little messy when Skullface enters the game. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes will be out on Tuesday in the States and on Thursday in Europe and Japan for Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and PS4.
Want that soft pop shit, you better book another sound. We get down.
With the previous 2 releases, this third might seem like a dark horse, but Tecmo Koei will release Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC this Tuesday in North America, this Thursday in Australia, and this Friday in Europe. This time, instead of playing as Ryu Hayabusa, you're playing against him. You are the revived zombie Yaiba who wants to kill Ryu.
Or someone trying to raise their mind.
See what I've been through, see what I go through.
Us Final Fantasy fans are still praying for an HD remake of Final Fantasy VII. But until then, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 will have to do. This Tuesday will mark the North American release of Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD, 2 days later followed by the European release. The bundled remake will be available on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita. Nipponichi is bringing The Witch and the Hundred Knight to the West with a release in Europe on Friday. The top-down action role-playing game will be out in America on Tuesday, March 25th. The Witch and the Hundred Knight definitely looks like a fun game as it combines some of the best elements from JRPGs with things like Diablo.
What I don't get about you bad guys. You know the hero's gonna win, but you just don't die.
And last, but certainly not least, is the PlayStation Vita version of Borderlands 2. The 2-year-old role-playing shooter will be out this week. And guess what? The world of Pandora will be yours to venture in this game. If you already own the PlayStation 3 version, you can use cross-save in order to continue your game on the PlayStation Vita. Thanks for watching this episode of the Shopping Guide. Don't forget to check back next week for all of the awesome games that are coming out soon. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have a wonderful time buying all the awesome games you found out here.